Welcome everyone to Cinema Regulars, the movie review show where we see so many movies in theaters that the employees know us by name and they don't ask us what movies we're seeing, they ask us how many. Now today we have two movies for you. We'll be taking a look at the new Tron movie, Tron Ares, which Merrick has already seen 3 times in theaters. So
You've
interested
seen it
to
3 times now?
interested to get his
Yeah.
input on that. And then we'll be briefly covering Roofman. We don't have too much to say, but we do have to give our rating. So, as always, guys, be sure to subscribe because it really helps us out here on the channel. And be sure to use the timestamps in the description below to jump around to your favorite movie, or just skip ahead straight to the rankings if that's all you care about. Without further ado, Isaac,
Yeah,
would you mind taking us away with Tron Ares?
sure. Mankind encounters AI beings for the first time when a highly sophisticated program, Ares, leaves the digital world for a dangerous mission in the real world. Program, just for the record, just before we go on further, program is spelled with two M's and an E
Oh, I did not know that.
for some
They
reason.
might just have
I
done that for no reason
No,
for Google,
that's what I
'cause
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm
that might be
pointing out that
wrong. That might
they
be
spelt
wrong
it weird. I think
because
that might be
it's not
wrong, yeah.
because it's not that way in the subtitles in any of the movies.
Also
Yeah.
wrong because it says mankind encounters AI beings for the first time.
Well,
There's two
mankind.
previous movies.
Right, that was like one guy though in each
That's
of the movie.
two
That's
people,
not
though.
mankind as a whole.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, jeez.
You know what I
Sorry,
mean?
fixing my desk. Anyway, Tron.
Yeah, let's start off with everything surrounding this movie. They got they got Morbius. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
hmm
They
Morbius.
got the worst Joker.
He wasn't the worst part of the movie
He
though.
wasn't bad. I think they could have done like a lot better. I
They
think
probably
giving
could have.
giving him like that kind of like emotionless robotic thing. I kind of
Robert
feel
Pattinson could have done a better job,
Robert
honestly.
Pattinson, Rami Malek, and like somebody else who's got more of a
I think they went with I think they went with Jared Leto more just because he has that presence
he doesn't though.
kind of
He
thing.
doesn't though. He's a
The
weirdo.
Morbius
The
presence.
Morbius presence.
Yeah. Well, the other one is like I think it's because we need someone who can act like a robot. Who do we have?
Yeah,
It's Jared
Rami
Leto.
Malek, anyone else.
Literally any of those other two because
Robert
who was it?
Pattinson.
I can't. Someone brought it up. I don't know. It might have been a review channel I watched, but Ares is supposed to be the security head top of security programming
Yeah.
in the Dillinger mainframe, and he's a dude with a scraggly beard and long greasy ass hair.
Yeah, I don't know what Dillinger was planning. Like, why did you make Morbius?
Yeah, that makes no sense,
Because they're meant to,
honestly.
because they are like security. They're meant to be like very, because like that's one
They're
of the
also meant to be more militaristic as
right. That's so
well.
that's like the critique I keep seeing from this, and I think it's factually incorrect because they're just like, oh, you look at the other two movies and all the programs are very personable. They have like emotions and personalities and other stuff, and I'm like, right, but those were the other grids. Like those were
Yes.
the more
One was
open.
one was was Flynn's grid,
Yeah.
and another one was the grid, the original
Right. It
grid.
was one that Flynn had made himself and it kind of flourished into its own thing. This grid in Tron Ares is built and run by Dillinger. Like they are very
Yeah. The
he says like multiple times every time they show any like personal interest, like
yeah.
any personal
He
wants and
scored.
needs, he's just like, I don't know where you're fucking getting the touchy feelies from right now, but you got to put the fucking kibosh on that, or I'm gonna put the kibosh on your existence. is what he says.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so it's very clear, like, you're not
Mhm.
supposed to be, like,
The
having your own opinions. You're supposed to be doing the things I tell you. So that's kind of where
yeah,
them being an acting robotic makes sense because, you know, as a corporation like that, that's what he wants. He's literally selling them as soldiers. So there's that.
yeah.
So I don't mind that. Rack acting robotic, it makes sense lore wise. But that doesn't explain why the Asian lady was acting so robotic and why her acting was really
Yeah,
bad.
she was like super like her acting was horrible in this
She
movie.
was not
She did not
great.
act like a normal human being one moment
I
during this entire movie.
I'm so glad that when Ares was chasing her down, that there was like a little pop up on his HUD that registered the empathetic response because I was not picking up on that at all. I needed the hints. It was like, oh,
so
okay, that's what that emotion
so
is.
yeah, so we've established that the acting in this movie was not very good. Um Visually though, this movie
Yes,
is great.
yes, it
This
is
movie is
it's a visual
it is a
spectacle.
Tron movie, like visually and like soundtrack and audibly. This movie is a Tron movie.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think they did a great job with that.
Mhm.
So the Tron movies have a formula, right? So they are kind of boring. Okay,
Tron Legacy.
I love
Tron Legacy is sick as fuck.
it is okay, but every time they're not fighting, everything outside all of the games and the fighting and stuff is kind of boring. And I admit that it's fine.
Fair enough.
I love the Tron movies,
It is.
and I
It
can
is.
admit
It is. It is family drama.
the first one is great, but it is quite boring. I think it might be
It is.
it might
It
be the hardest to watch out of all of them for me. But I still like it. It's I like everything like around it and surrounding it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. They all have the
We're
same
getting
formula.
drunk off the power.
They all have the same formula here. The music's banging, and it's groundbreaking visuals. Okay, and then it flops at the box office. That's all three
True.
movies. That's all three movies. Tron is very much like a cult following thing. Like everyone who likes Tron, okay? And it's
Yeah.
not like some people are like aware of Tron but never actually watched the movies. But it's very much like people in general aren't going to like it.
Yeah. The so like in the visual stuff. So this movie, like just to uh bring it out, is that Tron Legacy came out and it didn't do insanely well, but it had a very good following.
Mm-hmm.
Like people react the people that did go see it reacted very positively to it. And so they were working on a sequel. And that sequel got stuck in what a lot of movies do nowadays, production hell. It kept going and going, and then it eventually got canceled. And then they announced a few years back this movie, and with a new name, and it's a new premise.
Yeah.
But the same production design director was working on that sequel. So he was able to take some designs that he was working on in that for that movie and incorporate them into this one. One of them being the light cycles, because
Yeah.
the light cycles in this movie are the fucking coolest light cycles that have ever existed.
Kinda,
Actually,
yeah, kinda, yeah.
they're
Mhm.
so sick.
I think all
They're
the
so good.
I think all the like the hard light stuff that they do in this movie is really cool. I wish they would use it more. That's one of my big problems with the film is that all the action
Mhm.
and all the stuff is like very light. Like they don't use it enough as they should. And I get it, CGI is
Like
Right,
expensive,
and
that,
then
the staff
Yeah.
fight scenes
the
should last
stab
longer.
was so cool.
yeah, that like move where they like draw the X with the light and then a guy just like falls onto it and dies and breaks apart. Amazing. Fantastic.
The
Mhm.
fact
And
that
then
they're
make
like
the
using
light lines, and then they use them as surfaces.
Yeah, to like
It's so cool.
jump over or lean off of or something. Very
It
cool.
was
Yeah.
actually kind of cool. Like they actually even had to have a moment because they do it so like fluidly and so like because that's their programs, like they don't waste a lot of movement, that they had to accentuate the fact they were doing it in like because like the first time they did it in a fight, like they did it and then they jumped. I'm like, whoa, did they just like use that way? And then they like in the very like next second they had a thing where like one of them like rode along it with their arm,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like the fact that
Mhm.
this is both a weapon and like a tactical advantage.
Yeah, it's very like smooth and natural how they're doing it. Like first time I watched it, I barely even like picked up that they were using it that way because it was just like so fluid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
It was
it was
so
very well
cool.
done.
It was very cool.
All the technology in this was great. The the uh the like what is the speeder? I guess we'll call it.
The speeder.
Where like the scene where they're going along the
The
water.
water.
Oh yeah,
Like that whole chase
the
scene was
jet ski.
cool, but like the little like things they send after them, I love
Oh, the
those.
fucking like probe
Like
things that like shoot out of the back and just leave like millions of red lines in the sky. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's sick as fuck, especially because like in that later scene that you're talking about, they like all come out and then some of them like do this like you can see them they all do the light lines and some of them like curve out, but then there are other ones that are doing like the snap like
yeah, like the
motions and
zigzags down
everything.
the street and following the
Mhm.
lines. It's
Those
really
were
cool.
like they do a very good job of mixing that in this movie as well. Like that's something that was really cool about the Tron movies is like those like the way they use the hard light stuff.
Yeah.
The coolest instance of it is in that scene cuz they are hunting down the Asian chick and they find her and they use the light lines as like a containment field around her.
Yeah, they like build a fence.
That
or
was
whatever.
cool.
Which I always kind of like assumed the light lines were like lightsabers, where they were like hot and like they like burn right through you, like when you
Yeah.
split the car in half. So I'm kind of confused if it's just like the edges that do that,
I think that's what it
because she was
is.
like
I
banging on the barrier like it was just a wall.
I think it's more. I always thought it was more like. I always thought it was more like they're just that like solid.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought that's what it was, cause like he was in front of them. He was in front of the cop car, and then he just activates it in front of the cop car. And of course, they don't think they can't react, and so like it's just like a blade going down the middle because it's the edge.
Yeah.
But it's just
Yeah.
that like it's just there. It's a hard surface
It's-
that
'cause
just
in
is
all the-
created out of
In
nowhere.
all the other ones, like, well, I see the flaw in my own argument that like they're on light cycles when they smash into them, so obviously driving into a wall is not great for your health. But like it every other time you're in like they make contact with these things, it always just completely annihilates them. So I kind of just assumed you couldn't touch them at all.
Yeah. Well, because there's also because there's even also the scene with the fighter jet, which by the way,
Oh, those are fucking great.
those
Oh,
are
it's so
sick.
cool.
Also, the way they use them is fucking diabolical. Like, like,
Right?
like
Diabolical.
they trap the wings of the fighter jet between the lines to railroad it ahead, so into new lines that are then like
And then they
cutting
like
the
barrel
wings
roll, so,
off.
like slice it.
Yeah, it's
Yes. Or the one that
fucking
the
cool.
just pulls up out of like so sharp the plane can't follow it, so it just slices the wings off.
And he's just like,
And then
I'm bailing.
the pilot's just done.
I gotta bail.
the other
Guys, it's not working.
The other great thing about this movie is that it does the thing, my literal favorite thing in the Tron movies. Really, they only did it in Tron Legacy, and it's the coolest fucking shit when like they have like a vehicle that's just like held in a stick and then they break it, and then the thing forms around them.
Yeah.
That is the sickest shit ever, and I love it every single time I see it. And they made it look so much better in this one than they did in the other one. It's actually really cool having watched Tron Legacy again before we went and saw Tron Ares, because Tron Legacy is all like yeah, there's Clue and like his area, and that's all like orange and stuff. But like outside of that, the rest of that of Flynn's grid is all white and blue.
Yeah.
And that's what we see for most of the movie. So for this movie to be a majority like black and red is really cool.
It is. It is very cool. And that's the Dillinger grid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Another thing that I personally wasn't a fan of, I did not care for Powerful Lita being casted in this movie. Going from lesbian space witch in The Acolyte, which no one liked, to being...
Is that her name?
No, but
No, it's not.
that's what I call her. And then,
I believed you.
well, that's what she said she was. She said she was a powerful leader, so that's... That I just picked that up from like whatever review guys I watch it, because I'm not watching The Acolyte myself. That's what they call it.
True.
But they cast her in this, and you know, I didn't like her from the start. I'm just like there's nothing to like about this character. She's not even like a good villain. And then I'm like what's rubbing me so wrong about her? And then I look up the cast. I'm like, oh, she was her in The Acolyte. It's like
So
it's rubbing off on other roles she's in.
So this movie has another very glaring flaw. In the way that it presents the movie itself. Kellen, you have a very good way of presenting this, in that, the problem is with Ares himself, is that the premise of the movie is supposed to be you have this like unfeeling AI robot that is learning to become human, basically.
Kind of.
Like he learns he wants to become human. Like bad guy to good guy kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they do it in a very wrong way.
Elaborate, because
like
you said said this, and I don't.
Yeah,
recall
you because I started. Well, no, so I brought it up, and then you had a much better way of explaining it. Is that so? We start the movie the first time we actually get a real look at Ares, because the movie starts with this really cool scene actually of like Ares constantly waking up in this one room and being put through constant like basically training simulations.
Yeah, it's the it's the Doomsday Method.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's also a very like effective way of training AI. You just keep putting them through a specific scenario.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. And like they're billing him as like the first time we actually get a confirmation of what he is, like they call him Master Controller, which is the name that we have. Master Control, sorry. But still, like he's the head of the Dillinger like security,
right?
And like so he's like cold, uncalculating.
That's important because that was the main villain of the original Tron, was the Master Control program.
Exactly. Yeah. So like we're supposed to think of this guy as cold, calculating, unfeeling kind of thing. And the first scene we actually like see him in the real world, he's already showing emotion.
Is he?
Like well, not really emotion, but like he's like getting distracted by the rain and things like that. Like he's like fascinated by the outside world.
Well, yeah, I mean, as an AI,
it was his first time there.
I guess, but
I'm
what I mean is what I mean is that you're the amount of time they spend between him being what he's supposed to be and him changing sides is like very quick. Like it feels like he changes very fast.
Yeah.
Cuz like you start with you never really meet him as the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah, they kind
Like,
of they kind of
yeah.
pitched him like that. Like he's gonna be like this bad guy turned good, but he doesn't spend a whole lot of time being the bad guy.
And even being the bad guy, like he's not a good bad guy
Yeah,
in my
he's like
opinion.
yeah. Every time
He was
he,
he was the bad guy for one light cycle chase.
it's true.
And even in that chase, he's like he has these moments of like he's not taking the route of someone who is trying to like apprehend this at any
Right, because he
cost.
likes because on the light cycle he stops like on a dime, which that was phenomenal by the way,
That
and
was sick as
like
fuck.
to protect and he just looks at the little baby in the car, you know, because he doesn't want to just go right through it, and you know he shows concern for that other program, you know, who didn't get reconstituted, and he's constantly kind of just like,
Yeah.
but sir, what about this? So from the gate he's got like, you know, resistance and like
Yeah, we don't get
disagreement slightly.
we don't get a we don't get a natural character development that the movie was billing from the
Yeah,
jump.
he's not.
Is what it is.
He's not a cold, calculated killer like they programmed him to be. To feel that way at all. Not even from the beginning.
They skipped over all that.
They
They
kinda
skipped
did, they
over
kinda
that part.
I gotta say, one of the highlights of the movie, if we're dogging on Jared Leto, we're dogging on the Asian chick. I really don't care for any of the other people working with her, like the fat sidekick or the Dr. Eggman sidekick or his Dr. Eggman sidekick. I don't care about any of the like other employees
Yeah.
at the place. I don't even care for the CEO of the place very much. But I gotta say, Evan Peters as Dillinger fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
yeah,
is the
he
best
played the
character
role.
in the whole movie.
There was it like one of the first like criticisms I heard about this movie was so fucking stupid in the fact that they're like, "Yo, can we chill it with the tech bro evil guys?" And it's like
In the
It's
fucking
it's
Tron.
Tron.
like that's who
was
the
a
bad guys have been since the beginning.
Since the 80s, it was an evil tech corporation, man. And now
Who
this
the
is
hell else is gonna be a Tron villain?
exactly what are you
Exactly.
talking about? I don't know. But dude, that was
Like,
he
but
was
he
great.
played that role very well.
Dude, every single time that he would like lose his shit and like yell at somebody like over the phone or
Oh,
yelling at
yeah.
the program, like dude, he put like everything into that. That was great. End of
Dude,
line!
I love Evan Peters. He's just a very good actor,
he's very
honestly.
good.
He deserves to be in so much more shit. Like
Once
he really
upon a
does.
time, there was a program named Ares, and it did everything that Julian Diddlinger said, and he made $1 billion. The end.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. I loved him.
He's
He's
amazing.
amazing. And then, guys,
Once upon a time, you're a bitch. I get money.
the end.
The end.
It was great. If we can time travel to the and talk about the end credit scene very fast. Man,
Yes.
I have not been fucking blown away by an end credit scene with how crazy it is. Like that in a while, in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's awesome to have such a hype end credit scene for a sequel that will never fucking happen.
I hope they do. I love that. That was so
They
crazy.
need to please.
I'm gonna admit it took me a bit to understand it because I was just like, what the fuck? 'Cause if you didn't stick around for it, or if you didn't see it, or if you don't care, the fucking original Sark disc pops up behind him when he gets pulled into the grid, and he takes the disc and it, you know, he leans back like Sark does when he was getting tortured by the Master Control Program, and Sark's like suit of armor just appears on him as he's like screaming, and it cuts to black. So I was confused, like, whoa, Sark, that doesn't make any sense. What the fuck does that mean? And it took you, Isaac, to point this out to me, that the original Sark was the program of his grandfather, the original Dillinger.
Yeah.
That never clicked for me. All the programs look weird to me because they're all in like grayscale and in armor, so they don't look like the people on the outside. I never picked up that Sark was Dillinger's program. And, you know, the connection being there, the program, the data recognizes him as a Dillinger and makes him a new Sark, which I took to believe well, it was like a emergency like operation system code that came up, which I'm theorizing myself to believe that with the grid completely destroyed, the Dillinger grid completely destroyed, it needs to find some kind of like caretaker program or like overseer or administrator to kind of put it together again, to like start rebuilding. So it reached out and pulled him inside, and then as making him the Sark, he will be, you know, rebuilding the Dillinger grid now freely in his own image, because he doesn't care about what the company is anymore, because he's kind of fucked company wise. So now he can just recreate this whole world as he wants, and I think that could be a really
sucks because
that could be really
because
cool.
they set up something really cool. It's just this movie did astronomically bad in the fucking box office.
It's
not Snow White
so
bad.
Did
not Snow White bad.
So did all the other Tron movies. That they have that in common.
True.
That's just a thing.
Tron never did good.
Tron has never
unfortunately
done good in the box office. Every
Tron Uprising got canceled after one season, sadly.
It's true. Every old school Tron head that I've seen, that I've talked to, like my dad, my uncle, like a bunch of my other people and family members who grew up with Tron, who went to the theaters to see the original Tron, they love Tron Ares. I mean, they all agree acting, you know, storyline, the characters, but like visually spectacular, musically amazing, sound design perfect. It is just a spectacle to see it, and it's just mind-blowing. Just like every other Tron was. I thought that was great. And also, shout out to my guy Bit reappearing. We were watching. We were watching the Tron movies.
Character.
We were watching the Tron movies again to prepare, and we were watching the original. And I as a joke, I said, "Hey guys, they gotta have my boy Bit in the new movie. Come on." And I say that all the time about fucking everything. Like, when the Fantastic Four movie came out, and I was just like, bro, they need to have Miles Teller show up at the end, and Pedro Pascal says, "Prepare to meet your maker," and then he, like, lifts his head up, and he's got, like, the helmet on, and he says, "Say that again." You know, obviously it's a joke, but, like, I keep saying shit like, if they don't got this in the movie, I don't want it. And this is the first time they fucking listen to me. We got my boy Bit back.
True.
I loved everything they did in the like flashback 80s one. When he hops into the light cycle, it is a fucking 1-to-1 recreation. It is amazing they're still able to do the same effects. I don't want to say downplay the effects back to, you know, devolve them, but like to recreate the same visual style from the first one. It looks like the first one. And I know everyone's just like, oh, nostalgia bait. You're just kind of doing this. Aha, reference, remember the time. But, like, it was fucking working. Like, when he goes off in the light cycle and then you see the crack in the wall from the first game, I fucking threw my hands to my head. I said, holy shit.
So cool.
That's so cool.
That's like such attention to detail. That's so cool.
Yeah, I thought that was great. And it's not like, oh, haha. It's just like, that's cool. Like, it's fucking working.
That
shit doesn't work on me. That shit never works on me. Isaac can speak for me. Sorry, I need to say this. Isaac can speak for me. He can back me up here. The fucking Jurassic Park movies, they keep doing that shit, and it pisses me the fuck off. but with when in
Ellen
Tron
really
Ares,
hates Remember the Time.
I hate Remember the Time so bad. I can't stand modern day SpongeBob because all they do is fucking remember the time, remember earlier episode. I can't stand any of the
Remember
new
when we were
Jurassic
Remember
Park
better?
better
movies.
episode.
I can't stand the Jurassic Park movie or the Jurassic World movies, I should say, because they keep just throwing in like really like slap you across the face with the reference, haha, get it, and I'm just like, please stop. But in Tron Ares, this shit, I'm getting excited about it. I'm like, oh, that's just like
Yeah.
that. Even when he gets beamed out of the old grid and he goes back into Flynn's old lab and he does like the pose like that that doesn't make any sense. You didn't leave like that.
No, it doesn't.
You didn't enter like this. Like, and how to are you connected to Bluetooth? How did you get from the building to Flynn's lab? That doesn't make any sense, but it was fucking cool.
That one was that last bit point that you made. Flynn actually says it. Like
Did
he
he?
like he says, yeah, he like the Flynn program in there sent him there. That's why
Over
he
what?
did.
Internet? That place is still connected?
Well, no, it's yeah, because it's still the system. It's just a system.
Okay, where's the system stored? It's not in the cloud.
Probably
They
some
didn't have the cloud in the 80s.
That laser was
I don't know.
connected to the legacy grid.
That laser was connected to the
Yeah.
hip bone. and yeah, it doesn't make
He
sense.
does say like I'm
It's
opening up like a back door to my
that doesn't
lab or
make, just
something,
because he said it's a back door to the lab doesn't make it make sense how that works.
I guess.
But
I always assumed the laser that he had in his lab was the same laser from the movie, from the first movie.
it is.
Right,
but
it's not connected to that.
to the anything.
It wouldn't
Oh.
be connected to that grid.
They would need like an internet connection to travel elsewhere.
But anyway,
But
one last thing that I want to talk about with this movie with is one of the reasons why Tron Legacy was so good is they got Daft Punk to do the whole soundtrack.
I'm glad.
And
you
I
brought this up.
gotta say, they brought 9 Inch Nails in to do this one, and they fucking nailed it.
Yes,
They really did.
I feel,
9 Inch nailed it.
9
Inch nailed it.
I feel really bad for them because everyone's shitting on the movie, but I want 9 Inch Nails to know, they're never gonna see this, but I want them to know that no one is shitting on them for their part. No, they are actively.
If 9 Inch
celebrating
Nails
their part.
himself is watching.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like, everyone will agree, the visuals are phenomenal and the music is phenomenal. Like, those are the two reasons why people are having most, if not any, enjoyment of this movie, is because of the visuals and the music and how they pair together so well. No, 9 Inch Nails did an absolutely phenomenal job. No one is contesting that. No one is arguing that they didn't. They did a fantastic job. I'm still going to favor Daft Punk. I think they blew it out of the water with everything that they did in Legacy, but this is a solid follow-up.
I found myself listening like when I need to just like drive home and I'm like getting tired or something. I'll just throw on the Tron Legacy soundtrack and it'll just like one of them specifically is like I think it's the one where he's like going through the city at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Like the sound the one in the background of that. Dude, that's like cruising down the road to that is freaking amazing.
Nice. All right. Shall we wrap this up with the rankings?
Yes, absolutely. I have Mo, since you have seen it 3 times, why don't you start us?
You should have the strongest opinion out of all of us. You saw it once on the Ultra screen, once in 3D, and then literally like 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that,
it was
real
yesterday.
quick.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yeah. Real quick. We watched this opening day. We're just really behind.
Yeah. Merrick,
Yeah.
what you think?
So I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. I'm a huge Tron fan. They could make 1,000 more of these movies. I'd watch every single one.
It's so
Same.
cool.
It
It's
is
such a
really
good
It's
cool.
concept.
so cool.
As long as they keep
The-
up the quality in special effects and music, they could honestly just crank this shit out every year, and I would still go see it.
Yeah.
Please,
They
please
could
do that.
they
That'd
they
be
could make like they could make like an hour-long thing every year.
You know what they should
Like
do?
Tales from the Grid.
You know what they should do? They should do a Disney Plus series and actually put effort into it. Have it focus on Dillinger in the new grid as Sark, building it together, and then what were they called? The natural programs in Legacy?
ISOs.
The
The
ISOs.
ISOs. A group of ISOs spawns naturally in there, and then he, starts connecting with them, and has like this big change of heart kind of thing, and seeing like the weight and impact and power of like creating a world like this, and he kind of like inadvertently follows in Flynn's footsteps from Legacy. I think that would be I think that would be amazing as like a 6-part or something Disney Plus series, and you can actually have a good Disney Plus series for a while. That would be great, I think.
I've got a good idea for a Disney Plus series they could do. Tron Uprising Season 2.
Please? Hey, they made
Please.
Hey, come on. Cartoon Network made a new season of Clone Wars like a decade after the last season ended.
Right.
Just please make more Tron.
Anyways,
more Tron show, please.
I'm also going to give this a 7 out of 10. It is really enjoyable. It's got a lot of problems with it, but it makes up for it in spectacle. It makes up for
But
it
it's
in sound.
fucking Tron.
It's fucking Tron,
Yeah.
okay? It's Tron. It's Tron. I have no problem watching this movie again.
That is the best thing for it. Yeah, I'm also giving this movie a 7. Yeah. I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10 as well. This is, like I said, literally there's nothing else to say. Like, yeah, the plot isn't great, the acting isn't great, but it's Tron. It's so cool.
It's true.
Like there's something about Tron that's just so cool.
Yeah, right? All right. Merrick, thank you so much for joining us for our Tron review here.
Yeah.
Awesome to have you. Isaac and I will now move on to our next movie, Roofman. Isaac, take us away.
After escaping from prison, former soldier and professional thief Jeffrey Manchester finds a hideout inside a Toys R Us, surviving undetected for months while planning his next move. However, when Jeffrey falls for a divorced mom, his double life starts to unravel, setting off a compelling and suspenseful game of cat and mouse as his past closes in.
I mean, compelling and suspenseful?
Not really. There's too much comedy in the movie for it to...
Yeah.
Channing Tatum's cracking too many jokes every 5 seconds for that to be...
The only thing this really had going for it is, Channing Tatum was pretty entertaining, and the fact that it was based off of a true story. Other than that, movie's kind of mid.
I mean, the movie had Kirsten Dunst in it. Of course it's kind of mid. Like...
Hey, what does that say for the Spider-Man movies? You take that back.
She's literally the weakest part of all those movies. She's literally the worst part.
Yeah. I don't know.
The biggest complaint most people have of those movies is she's a shit MJ. She had red hair. That was her only qualification.
Are we done with the review already?
Like,
I don't have anything else to say about it. It was okay.
No, it was fun. I mean, fucking Peter Dinklage was in this shit, but I don't give a fuck about Peter Dinklage.
True.
They cast him to be the bad guy.
They casted him to be a dick, and he was. Good job, I guess.
Well, they cast him to be himself. That's what they did. because he is a dick.
You know what I will say? You know what I will say positively about this movie? I like that they got a bunch of like the real life people involved in the story to be in the movie.
That's always cool.
Like the guy who drove the truck that he hid out on and escaped in was the actual guy from the actual truck that he actually escaped in. And like the police chief who was trying to track him down the whole movie was the actual police chief in charge of trying to track him down. Like all the side people involved in like the case and like the events were the actual people.
So the biggest problem this movie has, I will say, is that unlike other movies that we've gone and seen in the past about true story things, like where they adapt to this and everything, is that the ending is very apparent from the beginning. Now, granted, like things like Ordinary Angels and stuff like that, you know, of course, the little girl is gonna be okay by the end of the movie. Like, yeah, but they can still have that suspense moment, right?
Yeah.
But like, this movie is about a criminal who robbed, I think, over 50 McDonald's. I think
like
is
that.
what it was, or something like that. And then he escaped from prison, and then
they're gonna catch him.
They're gonna catch him.
Gonna get caught.
The movie isn't going to end like happily.
Yeah.
Like they even set up this thing. What?
That was the other thing I said. Like just my personal disenjoyment is that like I'm not a fan of building lies movies, like snowballing lies.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just sitting here like it's like, man, don't fucking cause like it's like this is gonna backfire. You're gonna get found out. The person that you care about is gonna get mad at you, and then you're just sitting there waiting, and then they find out, and then they get mad at you, and I'm just like, it's like I don't like this. I'm just not a fan of that story, trope. I'm just not a fan of like all the lies come crashing down, and I'm just like.
I just remembered my favorite thing about the movie.
What?
It's literally the funniest fucking thing in this movie happens in the literal last 5 minutes.
What?
And that, not even last 5 minutes. And that's, so the movie ends with this moment where, like, the girl, the divorced mom, Kirsten Dunst, goes and visits him in prison. And he has this moment of, like, clarity. And he's like, you know what? Like, this, I belong here. I belong here in prison. I did bad stuff, and like, and I also, it was like a coming to terms with the situation thing.
Yeah.
You know, where he's like, yeah, I belong here. And then the next fucking scene, literally cut, and it's a rundown of like this, like they do in all these movies, like this is where these people are now. First fucking sentence on the screen is he attempted escape twice more from prison.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I belong here. And then it's like, yeah, he tried to escape like twice more after this. But like, it's like,
fair enough.
That was the funniest shit to me. It was so funny.
All right, moving on to the rankings. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. I would not see it again. It's the
same thing for me. The 5 out of 10. It doesn't really have much going for it.
Bro.
Channing Tatum was pretty amusing.
It's so boring. Isaac yawning during the review, during the ranking.
True.
You got Isaac yawning.
Channing Tatum was kind of fun, but like his like the way that they had him just be like sporadically like, hey, I'm fun and I'm having fun, and it's like, okay, well, like, you're a criminal.
Hey,
like
reckless driving.
Oh yeah, with reckless driving with my girlfriend and her 2 children in the car.
That's true, and some random guy. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Isaac, would you care to give us a little look at what we'll be taking a peek at next time? We got another triple scary film fest here.
Yes, we do. We have the new Black Phone 2, which the first Black Phone, I don't think we didn't start the podcast at that time, and I wish to God we had, because that movie was phenomenal. That
Was
movie was
mint.
great. Mint. Fucking mint. Uh Next we have a directorial debut from a
Chris Stuckman.
YouTube movie critic,
Chris Stuckman.
Stuckman, Chris Stuckman, yeah. Shelby Oaks. And then finally we have
Do you remember what it is? Because you had to ask me
Eli
last time.
Roth. Eli Roth presents Dream Eater,
Dream Eater.
and it's Eli Roth. We'll see.
I trust Eli Roth with horror. I don't trust him with Borderlands. Isaac still hasn't seen Thanksgiving for some reason. Thanksgiving was great.
I have seen Thanksgiving.
Well, there you go. So then what are you crying about?
What do you mean I haven't seen it? Dude, we watched it in theaters together. I'm pretty sure we have a podcast on it.
Oh, yeah.
Do we not have a podcast on Thanksgiving?
Which one of us didn't watch Thanksgiving? Was that Merrick?
Was it Mo?
I think it was Merrick.
It was
Merrick
either Mo or Alex.
Merrick didn't watch Thanksgiving. Okay. But he did Thanksgiving.
True.
And you liked
that was
Thanksgiving.
good.
It was very good. But
That Thanksgiving
he
was
also
very
did
good.
Borderlands. But I think there was problems with that.
True.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Again, it really helps us out. It keeps us going back to the theaters and bringing these videos back here to you. And until next time, guys, that's a wrap.
Roll credits.